Well, hello and welcome everyone. Happy Motivational Monday, Marketing Monday at its finest today. This is Jackie G. I am solo today with my lovely assistant, Ashley Bell, working the waiting room for me. And I am just excited to bring to you today our countdown. I don't know if you're counting the days and the ways, but are you kidding? We have 6 weeks until Christmas. We have 7 weeks until the finish line of 2023. Oh my gosh, right? So that being said, today is all about all of you all making sure you've got plans. So make sure you keep your calendar out while you're here today and you are really thinking about the goals that you want to accomplish. What are your wins? What have you had that's great so far? What are your wants that you want to accomplish by the end of the year? And what will that fulfill in your wishes, right? So as we get to the race pace of the near year end, so forgive me, I keep seeing this pop on my screen, so I'm gonna let these loves in. Okay, so that being said, let me take you to what we're going to plan for today's Marketing Monday. Boy, oh boy, we had a great email in our e-box yesterday. So this was all about launching November 12th through the 23rd. So the first thing we brought out was an opportunity for this special. This one goes through the 18th, okay? So this one is all about the 12th to the 18th. It's all about that base, about that base, about that base, right? So these bring you the 3 color offers that we have to bring beauty to more as we finish up this big week. But here's our favorite. All right, I'm going to take you through this. This is really key. You must know these details. Oh my gosh, I love this. So we wanted to say thank you by giving you gifts. So here we go. This is through the 23rd of November, launched yesterday, the 12th. You will get every single consultant and new sponsor, okay? Note that success right there. You get one gift with a $450 retail order. This is your orders, not a cumulative sales, okay? So when you have your first $450 retail order, you will receive the Radiance Primer, okay? $31 gift. When you have a $500 retail order, you will receive the Radiance Primer and the Defy Face Oil, $92 value. But wait, you all know we love our VIPs, right? The VIPs are it, and that is for all VIPs only during this time. When you achieve 500 retail in your order, you will receive the gifts we talked about, the Duet plus the Luxe Mascara. So you're going to get a $118 bundle as our thank you. And then you might say, oh my gosh, but I already placed my order. But wait, if you already had the qualifying order at any of these denominators, then you will, with your next order in November, get these gifts dropped, okay? So don't forget, it's back. The brochure on the 15th of the month comes back in November. That's on Wednesday. So you will be able to order those brochures for December. So great opportunities for us all. And don't forget, while you're filling that cart, to take advantage of your Achieve promotions. Leaders, if you're calling your consultants, remind them whether they're pre-inactives, inactives, VIPs, actives, remind them of these Achieve promotions. These make great giftables at the best prices for exclusive consultants only. Also, when you're sponsoring, remind them to add these to their carts. So this month, look at that. You're going to get the Pearl and the Berry Duo, $6 each at your cost with a $300 order. And at $400, you're going to get the Me Time Mask set at $5 each. All right. So we wanted to kick off what's hot and happening. So in the chat, if you have any fun ideas when you saw the campaign that came out today, what do you plan to do to build that order so that you can take all of these extra gifts for some me time and products, or for the opportunity to share and sell them and add an extra $100 to your pocket, or again, to utilize those for everybody who places orders, maybe as a client who orders with you this week, etc. So if you have any hot ideas, pop them in the hot chat, okay? So we are going to just take a little view. This is the peak week of what I call the self-elf, right? So today we're going to take the focus. You see that we've got Sondra Farrington, who's going to be our guest today. And she's going to focus and share her best practices on how she sponsored. She was one of the top sponsoring leaders last month. She had 3 QNCs and then someone else who joined and activated. And she had team sponsoring, which I'll share in just a minute in my video. But this is a peak week for all of you to talk about self-elves. Who is looking to be their own elf, to get Jafra under every tree and in every stocking, direct from their own store to their own door. So again, and still having time to sell. The biggest 5 days of selling happen from Thanksgiving on. Of the entire year, over 350 days, the 5 best days are ahead. If you didn't see this training on Tuesday, it's in JBI, and I brought the slides to you today so that you can just spotlight them, okay? But this is the time to sponsor away every day. Help others make sure they can have Jafra as their giftables, and they can have a way to have that extra holiday side hustle that they still need. This is the week to join, so they've got their kit, they're in, and they're ready to sell in the peak selling days. So we are excited to say, think about those gifts we just launched. They too can have those when they don't just do the $400 order, they bump to $450, $500, and they can add more to their kit and more to their product usage. So with that, we put this up front because we're going to go to Sondra next and take a look at everything on the table for everyone joining. They pick their kit, right? They've got their kit. They can pick one of these packs as the most incredible packs at 70 to 80% off. And they're in Jafra, ready to share and sell, do tabletops, whatever they want. But remember, when people join, there's more. When they join with a friend, let's get them out marketing Jafra in that fabulous Jafra hoodie and poncho. Let's make sure they know how they can share and smell by utilizing a fragrance sampler and that Jafra tote bag. We want them out branding and smelling and selling Jafra in a fast way. So make sure they join now and join with 1, 2, or 3 friends. With 1, they get the hoodie. With 2, they earn 8%. And with 3, there's 2 more gifts on the table. Not only are we giving gifts with order size, but there's huge gifts for you and your new when you join and invite self-elves to be a part of your Jafra team. So let's not leave anything on the table when we sell and sponsor for our commissions. All right, let's take a look at our guest speaker today. Sondra is going to share with us a part of our Mary theme this month. We'll talk about the rest of the Marys, but today she's going to bring us how did she actively recruit and grow her team last month. So let's take a look and a listen with Sondra Farrington.
I can't hear her. I can hear. No, can't hear. Can't hear her. I hear me, but I can't hear her.
Gotcha. Thank you.
Hi, everyone, and welcome. I am elated to bring to you today our beautiful Sondra Farrington from Nevada and homie from Arizona, too. So I am excited because we invited Sondra to share for our Marketing Monday today about her sponsoring success. So when I look at the month of October, it was Rocktober for Sondra. She had 3 personal QNCs herself, earning all sponsoring gifts on the table. She also had a 4th who joined herself. So she had 4 actually, and 3 qualified And then she had the gift of another consultant who also sponsored someone that was qualified. So she had an achiever earning the jacket, or the crossbody purse, excuse me, and herself earning the jacket, the chair, the crossbody. But what really matters is that from her heart, the joy of adding 5 new people to her team. So I wanted her to share in this phenomenal season of the year her best practices from October. So before we dive into our interview, congratulations, Sondra.
Thank you.
How does it feel when you hear your results, right? So it's like you're doing it and now you're listening to it and you're like, oh, I did.
I know. It feels so wonderful and exciting. Growth is so exciting.
And Sondra, I'm even going to go back a little further in time, okay? Sondra was in Hawaii.
Mhm.
Sondra was one of the top 46 leaders, top 9 in the USA general market. That was just in Las Vegas. So this isn't like, oh, let me try it for a month and see what happens, okay? She is one of our most consistent team growers and influencing her team. She has typically, not a kidder, we launched our coaching program for future managers, and she has been all time with some of the most future managers. What they do with it is up to them, but she believes in them. She influences them to join a group. And Sondra has never been out of the coaching group, no matter what chapter she's in. She's also in her own future director coaching group all the time, no matter what we call it, when we have it, what we do. And she works very busily and as a flight attendant. And she's always with family, supporting family, helping family. So Sondra, just first and most present, how do you keep sponsoring first and foremost as a goal and achieving it? Give us a little bit about your busy life and how you make that a top priority.
Well, I really believe in sponsoring. Years ago, the first time I ever joined Jafra was in 1981. And Vicky Hacking, we were, a little smaller back then. And Vicky Hacking always really taught us that sponsoring is the way to go. So I really got the sponsor bug in me way, way back then. And when I finally came back to Jafra for good, where I knew I was never letting go, it was going to be my retirement job. And I just said, okay, this time I really want to grow. And I really want to offer this awesome opportunity to other people who might want it for retirement. I'm a people person, so I like to be around people. So I didn't want to retire from my airline job and then have no one to talk to anymore. So as I go out and about, either at work or errands or meeting new people in different places, I really do feel like everyone deserves opportunity. So whether I'm busy with my family or I'm busy with my everyday running around, I try to talk to everyone I can about Jafra and what it can do for them. So that's how I weave that in.
Well, I love what you said first. I believe in it. So I believe in helping others, sharing it with others. And you also have a purpose and passion. You want to grow, because I love this. And we just came back from Vegas with Noelle, our speaker, and she really just said, what does success look like? And wherever you focus is where you're going. So you're focused on growing teams, having this beautiful career, being surrounded by people when you do retire from the other career. And I think that's what really drives us every single day. And that is really what a business owner, is all about. So let's go to some best practices from the month of October. So in the month of October, so give us a little bit of for, like prelude to this. So you saw the gifts, you set your goals. So when you open the month, how do you set goals and create some plans and strategies? Give us a little bit about, okay, it's October 1st. What did Sondra do to get herself ready for the month in the sponsoring aspect?
Okay, well, not that long ago, Vicki, you shared about Jackie. I'm thinking about
You
Vicki
can call
Hoover.
me Vicki. It's always a
No,
compliment.
it's okay. I'm thinking about Vicki Hoover, who was my coach a while back when you were asking me some of these questions. But you shared, before I get to her, you shared about how it's always good to try to earn everything that's on the table. And I watched Vicki Hoover earn highest royal jelly sales. And I thought, how is she doing that consistently all along? And so I thought, okay, well, if I focus on earning everything that's on the table and then making sure everybody gets royal jelly on them, either with a back of the hand facial or a one cheek facial where they can compare. Also, I use a lot of royal almond oil and the hand treatment with that. And I let them know that that's a foot treatment as well, which reaches a lot of people and they really like that idea. If I am getting those basic products that I love on them, smelling them, using them, and trying making a goal to earn every single thing that's out there on the table, then I know I'm growing. I may not even like what's on the table. I may be getting something I already have. But I also know that if I want to grow a team, I need my little gift box so that as I help my team and incentivize them, I have those extra gifts that are ready for them as well. It could be they weren't able to earn it. And, it can be something to help them earn and grow as well and get their teams growing. So that's kind of what I do. I look to see what's out there, what we're earning. Some of the things most of them I really do want. And so that's kind of how I look at things so I can stay on track with my goals and continue to grow. The other thing we have is our $500 quarterly bonus. And we have a consultant, Gina, who earns that every single quarter. And again, I'm like, how does she earn that every single quarter? And so, I want to get to a point where, that's something else I'm earning, because that is money that I've been leaving on the table that I can use. And I would like a lot of my branch to be able to earn that as well.
So one, you look for those earning it. And I know you hang out with them. I know you call them. I know you ask questions. Mm-hmm. So first of all, always be a learner, right?
Yes.
Number two, again, it's not about really what the gift is that the gift represents growth. So that's a growth mindset to me that sometimes we're like, oh, I don't need the 8%. I don't need the gift. That's not for me. It isn't about that ever. And I love that. I think that is a mindset of where you're going. The other thing that I just heard a little bit about you, and I love this, is you're getting it and you're unboxing it. It's like my gift box of the gift shows so that I can show it to my team. I think that's always being a leader of leaders, right? And I can say this to all of you. Since Sondra, and we've coached together for years, has taken this decision. It really was a decision, over the last year for sure, that you said, oh no, I am focused on growing my team, and then the team will grow. And that's adding new consultants. And as you've done that, Sondra, your team is watching you. Your team knows you're in Hawaii, you're in Vegas. And that is why all of these future leaders are saying, yes, I'm interested. It'll be their time and their way. It's not about the end result or the color of the medal, right?
Right.
It's really just about the reality of giving every day your best effort.
Yes.
And you model that. So I love that. So I want to just shine on a few things you said. But now let's go to, all right, it's October. Tell us some of the actions you took, the activities you did to get those yeses and bring beautiful new people to our family.
Okay, well, one of the actions I took, my company, my airline company, is in contract negotiations right now. And that's not an easy thing to go through in this day and age, especially. And although we have an excellent CEO at this time, it's still the company's job to get whatever they can get and our job to get whatever we can get. In the meantime, we have a lot of people who are new and they're kind of struggling financially. So when I go out there and fly, I try to make sure we all try to go to dinner together and have time together. And so I try to make sure I mention it to every single flight attendant, whether it's a male or a female. Even some of the males, if they are interested, great. If they're not, they may have wives at home who might be interested. And so I try to make sure they all know about Jafra. I'm always wearing a Jafra shirt on my overnights when we all go down to dinner. And also, sometimes we might be walking outside to go eat together somewhere. And I've literally had people stop me and go, oh, Jafra, I didn't know they were still around. And that always makes me sad because, I say, well, that means we haven't been opening our mouth enough. And so I always have something on me as well to make sure I can give them something about Jafra. I'm trying to teach myself to always ask, would you like me to put you on my email list for weekly specials? You can take it off anytime you want if it's not for you, but it'll let you know what's going on and take you directly to my website. And I don't think I've had more than a handful of no's on that. And another thing we've learned in the past is if you are getting a lot of no's, you feel like you're getting no's, or you're scared you're going to get a lot of no's, you need to play a game. I play a game with myself. Can I get 10 no's in a row? And if I got 3 and then got a yes, I have to start back over at 1 again. And that's a good way to kind of keep yourself going. How many no's in a row can I get? And the other thing that I try to use is where we get 60 contacts in a month. I think it's 60, right? 60 or
67 our year.
67. Okay. And so it's about 3 a day, 2 to 3 a day. And so I don't necessarily use the sheet itself because when I pack for work, I have a lot of stuff already. So I use my phone and I have notes in there and I make lists of who I meet, if I got their phone number, their email, and what they said to me, where I met them. And then I just put beside their name lead so that if I have something exciting that comes up, and again, this is something I learned from Vicky Hacking in Palm Springs. She came and asked us, why aren't you ladies using your smartphones for your business? And I thought, oh, well, is that a good question or what? So I have leads and then I have clients in there. So they're marked client. I can pull them up. And then I have consultants. And so it's just real exciting to try to get those systems down. And our phone is the very best thing to use because it's with us 24/7. And so I also try to make sure I have a book, the monthly book, and the catalog in my books on my phone or my iPad. So that if I'm somewhere where someone wants to ask me about something, I can pull it right up and show them or send it to them. I don't know if I answered your question or.
No, it's fabulous. So yeah, thinking back to a couple of these diamonds here that we're hearing about, be the billboard. So Sondra's first, and it's true. If you ever see her, she is the billboard. So that's why earning everything that says Jeffra matters, right? Have and find a way to get shirts if you don't need them. Ask your manager what she's got. Find a way to create some with our logos on them, with our logo in Jeffra Biz. But be the billboard every day, because you don't know who's going to open up that conversation. And I have a feeling, as a flight attendant, you leave Jeffra trails in every hotel and every airport you're in. I knew you did.
I do.
Right? So old brochure samples, you name it, right? So be prepared. That's the key that I heard. And I love your simple way to gather their information. I think this is the hardest part. What do I say? How do I get their information? And I love the simplicity of, I'd love to send you our weekly deals, our offers, our beauty tips. Can I get your email? And I'll just add you to my email list. That's non-threatening. And you're not saying sign in blood, sign up. Right. It's really a way to get them connected to your store, just like every other store does, right? Mm-hmm. So I love that. So that's fabulous. So again, tip 2. I love the self-gamification. So you're the boss. And if things aren't working in your business, you have to challenge yourself. And be it a 67 contact goal, a 3 a day, and treat yourself with rewards. Go for 10 no's in a row because I'm stuck, help. Do you ever reach out to a buddy and have someone hold you accountable?
Yes. I've got 3 other buddies that we talk all the time. Gail, Gina, and Michelle Hall. And we talk and encourage each other, and we come up with different ideas for each other. And then I've got Rochelle Barnes, who's taught me Canva, which I fell in love with recently. And Cheryl Sykes is amazing with numbers. She and I just got to spend more than half a day together at the end of our retreat, where she was able to help me write down what I needed to do to get to my next goal, which is District Manager 2, and then what I need to do to get to DD 1, 2, 3, and Ambassador. So I have all that written out, where I'm going to end up posting it, putting it together and posting it so I can see what I need to do. So it's really exciting how we all come together and help each other along to get where we need to go. So.
Yeah, these ladies are a wonderful coaching pod group. And if you're a consultant or a leader and you're not in a coaching group, we have them in the region for you. Your coach is your manager and your upline. But I know Sondra, doesn't have that, right?
Right.
So she is here and she's like, wow, I've got these amazing leaders. They're in what we call the Future District Manager Group. Consultants, you have the Future Manager Group. We have you in a community of like-minded leaders, like all these beauties that she's talking about. And they challenge each other. They get together every week. They brainstorm. You don't ever want to build a business in a silo all alone. So if you're a consultant, reach your manager. Ask for that coaching, get in some accountability groups and buddies who brainstorm and hold each other accountable. So I love all these self tips, but now I want to dive a little deeper. So let's go back. Okay. Think about the 4 people that you sponsored. Okay. So out of the 4, so let's think about the actions you took. So let's end with a couple of how-tos, because I love all of this. I don't know how to do it, Jackie. So think about this. When you look at the 4 you sponsored, how did they get introduced to you? How did you open a conversation to join in October or in the previous time? And maybe it's the 10th follow-up. Give us a little insight, just thinking of them, how you opened up a conversation or a product experience and your follow-up with them.
Okay. A couple of them were former consultants who I reached out to. I just spent a full day just making calls and reaching out. And a lot of people either didn't answer the phone or it went to a machine. Some called me back. But there were a couple of them that answered, and it was really kind of funny because one of them, I asked her if she'd like to come back. I said, Jafra's offering this amazing $25 kit if you'd like to reopen up your account. And at first she said, no, I'm doing other things now. You know, I'm making aprons and stuff, which I thought was great. And she sells them at a vendor event she goes to. And I said, oh, that's great. That is wonderful. And I said, well, since you do a vendor event, I said, would you be willing to let me mail you some of my business cards to put at the end of your table for Jafra? And it was darling. She goes, oh, well, maybe I will join and do that. And I said, that is a great idea.
I love that.
That's a fantastic idea. So she joined. She's amazing. She's breathed new life into me because she's going to buy a laptop so she can be on Zooms with us. And I've got an appointment with her today to do her second order, which is going to give me that jacket that you're wearing. I think. I don't know. There's something that comes for it's going to give me an umbrella. The umbrella that I wanted. Yeah. So, anyway, yeah, she was just darling, and she's been a lot of fun to talk to. Others, I took my fear years ago and I said, you're going to have to be behind me because you're not doing any good for me in my Jafra business. And so I just ask, if somebody says no, I feel sorry for them. And so I go, okay, that's fine. I still love them and everything's great. But, I feel bad for those who are out there shopping in these stores that are giving them nothing back. The quality of the product is not as good. I heard the other day that people open products and use them from these stores. Like deodorant. There was a girl who got arrested for licking an ice cream. Now I think they put the plastic around it. Yeah. So they can't do that. But, you don't know what you're getting sometimes when you're buying out of a store. And I just think, why don't we all buy from ourselves and save that money and earn money by, offering these products? We have things head to toe and for the home. So there's really not much we need to be buying outside of it, except for maybe groceries and clothes. And so I just opened up my mouth and asked. And so many times people will just say, okay. And a lot of times, again, if you just get that product on the back of their hand and let them compare their hands, it is royal jelly especially, is very impressive to them.
So let's end with that. I love it because I've heard you say this a couple of times today. So how do we open that conversation? What products do you have? How do you demonstrate it? And how does that tie into inviting them to join?
Okay. So this is part of my favorite. I always tell them that my manager has challenged me to do the 10 back of the hands. Would you be one of my 10? And I am my manager. So that is my challenge.
What a mean manager you have all the time.
Go. And so, they almost always go, yeah, I tell them I'm going to show you our skincare on the back of your hand. And then I'm going to soften both your hands with our hand and foot treatment. And so usually that sounds like a real treat anyway. So again, I think maybe I only had 2 no's, and I always have a little gift for them, a little sample of something when they say yes. They don't know that right away, but I want to give them something else they can try. Besides what I did on the back of their hand and on their 2 hands. So I do the Defy because hands are usually drier than the face even sometimes. And I do the cleanser and I wipe it off, and they can feel immediately how that moisturizes. And then I do the day and night cream. I'm real excited about the antioxidant oil. So I do just one drop of that on the back of the hand, because the hand is not a very big area. And then I do the sunscreen for the Defy, and I tell them to notice how it rubs in really nicely and just leaves a beautiful sheen on the back of the hand, and how it doesn't look like most of those sunscreens that just stay white and leave a filmy look. And then Jan Day always taught us that we used to call our makeup Supertone, because it wasn't really designed to be makeup so much as it was designed to tone out the skin and make it look like you were just wearing your own skin, because it's not a heavy foundation or makeup. Now you can layer it, and I tell them that if you have things you want to hide, you can layer it and put more on. But for just one layer, I show them how the foundation's job is to hold the moisture in and hold out the pollen and pollution and all the icky stuff that's out there in the environment, and how it just tones out the skin to make it look like and feel like you're just wearing your own skin, because it's very light on the skin. So after we do that, and they felt both hands and looked at both hands in light, then I say, okay, now let's soften up both hands and clean that makeup off the back of your hand. For those products, I take my oil. You can either I have the little travel size bottles that I actually have each of our 5 oils in. We have the royal almond, royal ginger, royal rose, royal olive, and royal iris. And that's the order they came out in. And I take a little bit of each, and I give them some in the palm of their hand, and I have them rub it all around, dry hand, like lotion. And then I give them a little bit of any of our scrubs, our body scrubs. I'll put that in their hand. That needs to be done if you're going to do it in somebody's house, or, anywhere where there's a floor that people walk on. The scrub needs to be done over a trash can, because you can slip because there's oil in them. So you have them rub that all around over the trash can. Then I give them a little bit of any one of our shower gels are fantastic. I don't use the ones I love to use in the shower, the black ones, the cucumber and the lavender, because I just don't want them to freak out. Yeah, charcoal. It's such a good shower gel, but I don't want them to freak out with me putting black soap in their hands. So I give them a soap to rub around. I explain each thing. We're using this out of order. This is the hand and foot treatment. So you can do it at home in a dollar store bucket with warm water. And they usually like the sound of that. And I tell them, the oil is usually on while you're wet before the towel at the end of your shower or bath. And I tell them the scrub goes before or after the shower gel. And then we rinse in warm water. And while they're rinsing, I ask them, how does that feel as it's coming off? And they are like, oh my goodness, it is such an amazing feeling. And so then we pat dry, and I give them a little bit of either our royal jelly lotion or any one of our other lotions to just seal it in. And I tell them to notice it later in the day too, how their hands are feeling. So that's how we do that. And then when it's time I let them look at a book. I try to keep my books with me. And when it's time to decide what they want, I let them know there's a couple ways you can get this. You can either go straight to my website. Jeffer will package it up for you and send it straight to your home. Nobody touches it. It's from my store to your door, which is something Jackie Geisinger has taught us, that cute little line there. Or if you'd like to save money and or possibly make money one day, you can buy it for yourself. And I tell them it's like joining Costco, only with Costco, you only get a card for like $60, $65 or more. With Jafra, you get or over $500 worth of product for your $25 low startup. And it's a one-time fee. It's important to say that because I just spoke with a girl who her company, you pay a fee every year. So it's very important to say that our compensation plan is phenomenal. And can I say one last thing about that part? Okay. Jackie Geisinger taught us, you, Jackie, that it's great. You know, a lot of men are naturally good with numbers. And so it's wonderful to share the compensation plan with women and their husbands or boyfriends. And I did this once with one of my consultants, and he was quite impressed. He knows money, and he was quite impressed. And I thought that just stayed in my heart. I thought that's what I'm going to be trying to do from now on, is letting husbands hear it. Because so often they'll be more supportive and understand what's going on and help us, run this great business, So it's been really exciting to just show people and show them how they can get this product for themselves and save and earn with it, And I'll tell flight attendants, what if you break your leg? What are you going to do for extra money? We have people who've been bedridden that have grown in Jafra. And it's always good to have a backup.
And I love, everything you said. First of all, thank you for the tips. Oh my gosh. So simple, so natural. And, it's as simple as my manager challenged me. They don't know. She's the manager, right? I love that. But I think that key that's beautiful as we close today is, first of all, we don't know what people are going through. Even these flight attendants, you don't know that they're sitting here as a potential, what's next?
Yes.
People today have up to 5 gigs at a time, and they're constantly turning them over. And I love that you brought that out. Here's a lady who's making aprons, but can I advertise my gig on your gig? And she was like, well, no, because she knows gigs. You're not getting the gig. I'm doing the gig.
I loved it.
That's the most important thing is everybody is carving out plan B, C, D, and E. And now we're on to the F's today because this economy is making us shift and do more. And it doesn't matter what age anymore. There's no real career to depend on, not even what you do, any of us do. So it's not judging and just saying, I got to show you the best gig in town, right? I have to show you. And I love your comparison because most people go to Costco or Sam's Club and they're in memberships everywhere. And so when you compare it to their level, meet them where they are.
Right.
It's pretty easy to say yes to Sondra Farrington, to anybody that is out there bragging about the greatness of Jafra, which is our comp plan. And so, Sondra, thank you so much. We wish you much continued success as you are focused now to go to Ambassador. So thank you, beautiful. And we're going to move on to the rest of our Marketing Monday.
All right.
Bye, everybody.
Bye-bye.
Happy holidays.
Thank
Well, how was your Sondra Farrington? All right, let's open mic and let's see what tip or two did you take away from Sondra in her success sharing today. Open mic and just share away.
Oh my gosh, I loved that she said, what happens if you break your leg?
Right?
That's my
Plan
favorite.
B, C, D, and F, right? D, E, and F. So love that. Thank you. Great takeaway. What else? What's another takeaway?
I got it. I got it. I like the save and make money. So why go retail? Save and make money.
Excellent. Love it. Super simple grab there. Love it. What else?
I like that comment about my store, from your house to from my store to your house. I like that comment. I'm going to use that.
Excellent. Love it. Thank you. Okay. Anybody else? What did they take away?
My manager has challenged me to do whatever I want to do 10 times.
Right? And I do love that, right? It's called simple, first of all, but take the challenge and hold yourself accountable. I love how she just said, okay, I'm in a bad place. I need to get 10 no's, right? So it's like, oh, what is going to motivate me today? You're the boss, right? So I love that. And I love her simplicity of really just keeping it. I've been given a challenge. Even if I've been asked to take a challenge, I'm in training, and I need 10 people to take a look at Jafra's side gig and give me your opinion. Have you ever been in a side gig? Do you know anything about direct sales? Can I just show you what we're doing this holiday season? And then it's 5 minutes. Please no more. I'll give you a lovely sample gift at the end, but I really want your feedback on what this looks like to you. Help me in my training, help me take the challenge. So whatever it is, I love that you said, Connie, whatever it is, right? Whether you're doing a facial, you're showing them something and you want their opinion, be real though. You're not doing it to sign them up. You're really asking, right? So I love that. Thank you. Go ahead, Debbie Yingling.
Once it touches the skin, the sales begin, and she's in. So I love that. That was brilliant. And I loved how she also supported her when she said, she called a former and gave her a no, and she said, okay, that's great. Aprons, that's fantastic. Can I put some cards on your table? That's
Right.
Making lemonade. Brilliant. Thank you, Sondra.
That was one of my favorites too. I started laughing. I said, oh my gosh, you're kidding me. You actually did that, which you should do. If not
Sincerely.
for you, how can we work together, right? I help you, you help me. So I know, I thought that was so smart. So love it. Thank you. I'll go to Angie before we go to our closing. Thank you.
I like the way that she said, I'm playing a game with myself, because that's something that I need to learn to do is, okay, how many no's am I going to get? Okay, I already got 5. Now I'm on my way to 5 more. And then, okay, my next one's going to be a yes. I really like that she said that. She says, I play a game with myself. and that helped her get over her fear of, okay, it's no, so what? Move on.
Right. It's that excitement of, I can't wait to get another no.
Yeah.
It's a reverse psychology, but it's worked. Many of us learned that from Jan and Frank Dan. Let me tell you, it does work, right? Jan used to always say, if you can get to 25 no's, let me know. And she said no one ever called her. Because she never got that far.
That's awesome.
She said, in preparation, if they ever did, I'd say get to 30 and call me back. And she said, I knew it was just a numbers game, right? So it always is. So we want to say thank you. Sondra is not live. Obviously, we recorded that last week, but I really wanted to give her a total spotlight and really think about the self-elves, right? Those who open up their own Jafra storefront, deliver direct to their own door front step. Right now during this season, because next week peaks into the biggest 5 shopping days. We want them in Jafra now so they can take it with to the holidays, Thanksgiving, and that they're ready with their website, ready to rock and roll. So that really was our message today out of our MERRY, is really taking that great lead. And all of the great gifts that Jafra bundled for you in gratitude with your orders that you have now through the 23rd applies to them as well. So it's also even more for those who open up their own store. So just a lovely gift this fabulous pre-Thanksgiving week. So let me just take you to, I know we did, how many of you attended the fabulous 5 best-selling days event training last Tuesday with Carla? She did a fabulous job. So I took screenshots very quickly, and I'm going to highlight a couple of facts, okay? And then we're going to come back. So I don't want to retrain. I just want to bring back, because you can see it, you can attend it, but if you don't read it, own it, and say it, and internalize it, it's just information. So we're going to go into her slides very quickly. So bear with me. I just put this together so you have them ready to go. Okay, let me just click my next slide. Sorry, this will sound for just a minute as I try to click through this. Sometimes when you upload these things, it's hard to click. All right, and it's going to be a little buggered to me, so bear with me. There we go. Okay, so I'm going to give you your homework. I want you to think about what you learned from Sondra before I go to these slides. I want you to come up with 8 self-elves that in the next 24 to 48 hours, you're going to invite to take a look at what Jafra could be for them this season, and another reason to keep sharing and have the opportunity to have that side gig. Oops, sorry, hang on. I just realized my screen quit, so forgive me. Let me come back. I had to click out of it. Here we go. Thank you for your patience. Sorry, with that YouTube in there, it got me stuck a little bit. Okay, here we go. So I'm going to give you the challenge from today. For those of you here, meet with your manager and make your plan. Get your script, get your list, and come up with 8 self-elves. Who are you going to call? Who are you going to invite to open up their own store? Again, direct to their door, but to have the opportunity to earn more during the 5 biggest selling days of 2023. So they're going to join with me. So make your list and check it twice and give a call. Don't think about the results. Like Sondra said, how sad it is for me when they just don't know enough, right? So that's your challenge. I'm going to go to that before I click to the slides. So let's take a look at, again, other things coming ahead, and then I'm going to end with the quick click. So forgive me, I forgot I put this first. Okay, here we go. Tonight at 4 o'clock, don't miss, Carla will be live with Vicky Hacking for all of you live in the Hive. That's at 4 o'clock Pacific. Tomorrow, we will have more training on our website. Tomorrow, and big announcement, don't miss this. I've been posting it all day today. Today and tomorrow, register to attend Belinda Ellsworth. I can't wait. This is one of my favorite trainers all the time. I learned so much from her all my career, and I want you to register, okay? Today and tomorrow only, register and attend and enter to win. Here's the link below. I already have it in Facebook. I already have it in WhatsApp groups for those of you future managers and leaders. It's this link below on the screen. Get registered. She's going to give away a planner gift pack tomorrow. So don't miss this. You're going to want to win her gift. Okay. So don't miss it. Leaders, call your team. So again, as we look at all things Mary, MERRY, this is the season to grow everything. So let's take a few of Carla's top tips. I'm not going to read all of these, okay? Please don't think I'm going to. I just did a couple of shout outs. What were some of the highlights from Training Tuesday last week? The top 3 holiday shopping locations. Where are people going to be shopping? Look at this, and what are they looking for? What influenced them to shop with you? Here it is. Value for the money. So you want to talk about the price, the value, the savings, the cost, okay? Very big deal, and your brochures do it well. If not, go to Marketing or Monday at 4 o'clock. Bronwyn does a phenomenal job on the savings. They're going to look for the best promotions and discounts. It isn't free shipping. It used to be, but it's not. It's value and discounts and unique ideas. What are they also prioritizing? They want quality, not quantity. So they're looking for, here's their top few, your price point, which ours are amazing. Oh my gosh. Number 2, the value for their money. And number 3, again, quality. They're also, look at this, using things they use in their everyday life. Everything we have goes down the drain, and everything we use makes them look and feel better. So you've got the perfect product. Let's take a look where they're going to buy. I love this. The biggest one is right here. I do a mix of shopping in person and online. This should be your selling strategy, okay? So you want to have an open house, but also be online, live at your event with a Facebook event, or do a little story or reel on Instagram or TikTok. So again, make a 1-minute video and invite people. They're going to be shopping both places, from text to social media, etc. So make sure you're marketing all places. Next, remember, you've got to get your brands in front of your family and friends. Holiday promotions early and often. You can't overdo it. You've got a huge competitive market. You want to value, again, spotlight the money and the deals. So people are going to spend, but they're looking for the best value and good, unique gifts with high quality. Again, can't say it enough. Digital and social, as much as seeing people in person. So I'm going to give you a couple of tips that she also shared. Gen Z, she gave us the age breakdown. If you don't know what a Gen Z is, I put a cheater chart here for you. Gen Z up to 26, millennials up to 42. Sorry, that's Gen X. I did that wrong. Forgive me. Gen Z's younger. Gen X is here is 43 to 58. I'll correct it before I post slides. But that's Gen X goes to 58. Then the boomers go to 68. Okay. So they're going to shop. The Gen Zs are going to shop early. Okay. They want to be done by December. So they're shopping right now as we speak and as you sleep. They shop early. They love Amazon Prime. And they absolutely, if you go to the Z's, they do start shopping on Black Friday, but they do it all. They're a bundle buyer. Okay. That's 40%. 33% are like this in the next gen. Okay. I'm going to pick just a couple. The millennials, okay, 27 to 42, 71% have already started by Thanksgiving. Okay. A little different than the younger gen, but they also say they're very stressed out and they're in fear of gifts running out. So you can say, I don't even know of anything we've run out of. So this is super cool. It's not about being trendy. It's not even really about returns now. It's the versatility, the variety of products that a brand has. You have products for every age and every stage. These are things when you're going live, boosting, going out and meeting people to come to your Stop and Shop at Panera on Thursday, or your open house, or you're just talking to them and you've got your elf hat on with your basket of ideas, whatever it is. Again, quality and deals. Look at, I can't stress this enough. You have over 400 products, individual and bundles that they could buy. This is ultimate right here, everyone. Ultimate. Look at this. Among those who intend to go holiday shopping, what percentage say they turn to the following channels? Look at number one, friends and family who sell something. 56%. Get loud and proud. Call your family, text everybody in your address book, do a phone tree, do a text tree, get on social media to everyone, even your personal page, and let them know that you've got the tickets for them. You've got the gift baskets, the bundles, the gift certificates. Next, in person. If you're not hosting in-person events, I don't care if you're at a Starbucks, at your home, you've all been posting great pictures, great videos of what your open houses look like. Bravo. We're going to spotlight some of those on our Facebook group, but this is super big deal. It is worth packing up and going somewhere or bringing people to your house. And last is your website. Okay. Look at these top three is the website, customer reviews, blah, 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 blah. Okay. It's not the cold marketing. It's who they know. The older generations, okay, 24% started in September. They're a little bit more, they take their time and spread it out. And 48% of them, though, are going to shop later. Okay. Early generations, nope, they're done by December. Okay. Older generations keep going, even up until Christmas Day. Good to know for the spouses as well in the age brackets, because you're a gift suggestion concierge. Here's another thing. What's changing this season? All right, is the percentage of spending. Look at this, skincare and cosmetics right here. You can see the ages, okay? But this is also, I love seeing skincare and cosmetics in the lead, okay? So this is a big deal, and health and wellness and even home sprays. So you're hitting the top product categories they're looking for. So I love that. Remember, they want meaningful gifts, value. They want to have a variety of choices because you can actually be a one-stop shop, not for everybody, but I bet you've got a large percentage if you help them through their holiday shopping list. Self-care is a big deal. Make sure you add a gift in there, an extra sample, a gift certificate for a January purchase, a complimentary facial or makeover in person or online that continues through January. Remember, the gift goes on, and of course your website, in every single gift that goes out the door. We do have something for everyone. You've got to tell everybody that. You've got to get loud. And then make sure you talk about eliminating stress. People are very stressed out mentally, financially, spiritually, physically, and you're the solution. Make sure you get their follow-up information, and if they can give you who the gift is going to, so you can make sure that you go along with the gift. so that you make sure they know how to use it. Again, I'm not doing all her slides, but here's a couple of things. Again, both, I can't say it enough, Black Friday features will be online and in person. Do you have something planned? Next week, we're going to brainstorm it out, what you're going to do for the 5 biggest selling days, okay? That's what we're going to do on Marketing Monday. We're going to hear your ideas and share it. If you have more, post it on our Facebook group, please. Don't keep it to yourself if you've got an idea. We're together going to grow Jafra across the nation when you all share your ideas. Next, look at this. People are planning to do Black Friday and Cyber Monday deals starting this week. So I think last week, when we were on the Training Tuesday, Betty Green, I remember her saying, I'm doing a purple week. Okay. Or Jack, that was last Monday. Jackie said her friends are doing some pink weeks. She's going to do all purple this week to get you ready for the Black and the Cyber, etc. That's 11 big days of holiday savings. You can move it from 5 to 11 if you get a plan in place. Okay. And again, Shopify said last year, 3/4 of all Black Friday purchases were on mobile devices. Make sure you're texting links to everything you're doing, okay? So even if you go live, record it and give them a link to listen to it again. So when we talk about Sales Sunday, here's was Carla's tip. I love it. Have a pampering and shopping combined. What makes your store different is you're going to treat them to hand treatments, maybe a 5-minute mask while they're walking around shopping. You can have a little mini mani section over there with some nail art. So turn it into a soiree and shopping and bring your friends along, right? Again, talking about after Thanksgiving. Now that it's all done, you're done cooking, let's cook up some treats for you and talk about self-care products for them and giftables, or treat them to that after Thanksgiving. Teach them about healthy self-care. Don't just sell, teach them. How do I unwind after the grind, right? How do I dress myself up after the dressing is done? I'm just making it up. But again, offer a complimentary facial with every purchase, or a gift for them and a gift for who you're buying gifts for. So again, coupons to just time. When it comes to Cyber Monday, which is the 27th, here's what was her spotlights. It's now become equivalent as Black Friday. You're kidding me. This is where small retailers like us really excel, is that Cyber Monday. Consumers spend $11.3 billion. Huge, okay? They're 24% higher than Black Friday now. Interesting. They buy a lot of technology like Walmart ads, etc. Friday morning, and then Cyber Monday turns into all the other unique giftables, personal items, and self-care gifts for themselves. Look at this. The average Cyber Monday client, you got to grab your Mondays, man. This is huge. Have $113 to $147 per person on Cyber Monday. You want to make a plan. Get with your manager, get with your team and brainstorm. And I love Giving Tuesday. I do know Bonnie Striggins has a great plan. Look, just Google Giving Tuesdays in my area. Maybe even look at Small Business Saturday in my area. Just start looking, and maybe people you know have something that they're doing in their office or they do in their careers. Why not do something with your Jafra orders on Giving Tuesday? Okay, give back. Reach out. Maybe you buy coats or you donate things. So again, you could give to a women's shelter self-care gifts for them or their kids. So those are the big days ahead. You have all you need in Jafra Biz. Click in Jafra Biz under business, go under business collateral, and you will find the wish list to help people shop. You will find the guest list. You will find invitations. Let's make this entire season amazing. Stop today. How am I going to build that $500 order and get all my bundle gifts free? Pick your favorites in each department. How many would you sell of this gift this week to get a $500 order by the 15th? Do it early so you can order your catalogs. How many in each department? Skincare, makeup, body care, fragrance, and home fragrances. How many do you need to sell in the next 2 days, and help your team do the same? So upcoming as I end today, we will be in Arizona for Gen West this weekend. In case you know anybody, Angie Vega, I know you're out there. Can't wait to see you. And so many of you this weekend in Arizona. If you have questions, just text me or message me. If you're down near Yuma, We've got a really special day. You can see this all over Facebook. I've talked about it, but it's coming up this weekend and we can't wait. The next 2 Marketing Mondays, we're going to have Shirley Davis and Bonnie Striggins filling out the MERRY Hot Topics of the Month to help you excel in all things in your business. And again, we've got great plans coming up on our Motivational Monday at 9 a.m. and back again on Vicki Hacking's channel with Vicki and Bronwyn and all of their guests as we wrap up our November. And Training Tuesdays, learn about the websites this week and next week. So our last is Leaders. Don't forget, your next date for Leaders Only is November 21st. And we're excited for your live chill and chat session. Bring us all hot topics that you want to learn, you want to share, and we're going to have some fun together. That ends our Marketing Monday today and ends our recording, and I'll stay live for anybody with questions. Thank you all for joining us, and go make this a big week as we get ready for the biggest month of the year. Thanks so much.